black women, I can tell you this, we're going to walk away, we're going to blow the party up. If you pick the black woman...
Where you going to walk away to, Areva? Where you going to walk away to? You going to walk away, you ain't going to walk away to Trump?
Stephen A. Smith cooked Areva Martin. I'm not shocked. Areva Martin, why are you still doing interviews? After the interview with Webb, you should quit the internet forever. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. I'm voting for the felon. How many of you guys are voting for the felon? I'm voting for the felon. They can call him a felon all they want. As soon as he's in the White House, everybody else going to be crying and they're going to become felons. All right. Get you one of these shirts. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. The most important thing is hit the like button. Like. You guys are doing an incredible job. The last couple of videos I've had like 17,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 likes. I mean, you got 100,000 people watching. It should be at least 70,000 likes. So just hit the like button. It don't cost you anything. Won't take you anywhere, but it'll take the video further. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like to say I said it won't take you anywhere. It's not supposed to take you anywhere. It's supposed to take the video places, especially if you agree. But anyway, Areva Martin. Stephen A. Smith is not my favorite anymore. I used to like him. I thought he was going on the right path, but yeah, he's tripping. But he do, like a broken clock, he's right twice a day. So Areva Martin, though, I don't know if y'all remember Areva Martin. In the infamous clip with David Webb, put your seatbelt on and listen to this foolery. That's how you know she's a political hack and she don't have no original thought. David Webb cooked her on his own show. Well, she cooked herself, to be honest. She brought the pot and laid in it. David Webb just made sure she was well done. But let me play this clip real quick if you guys don't remember the most embarrassing point of anybody on the internet. Roll the clip.
I've chosen to cross different parts of the media world, done the work so that I'm qualified to be in each one. I never considered my color the issue. I considered my qualifications the issue.
Well, David, you know, that's a whole nother long conversation about white privilege and things that you have the privilege of doing that people of color don't have the privilege of.
How do I have the privilege of white privilege?
David, by virtue of being a white male, you have white privilege. This whole long conversation, I don't have time to get into it.
Areva, I hate to break it to you, but you should have been better prepped. I'm black.
Okay, then.
Oh, my God. Race hustling. She just asserted. This is the most racist thing I've heard. I'm going to get to the Stephen A. clip. Hold a second. This is the most racist thing I've ever heard somebody say. This how you know these people that cry racism all the time are the biggest racists. This woman clearly didn't even research who David Webb was. Without knowing who David Webb is, without knowing nothing about David Webb, she asserted because he's a white man, he has white privilege. She haven't looked at nothing. And if she looked at something, she'll know David Webb is actually an accomplished black man. Oh, my God.
And I stand.
See, you went to white privilege. This is the falsehood in this. You went immediately with an assumption. Your people, obviously, or you didn't look. You're talking to a black man who started out in rock radio in Boston, who crossed the paths into hip-hop, rebuilding one of the greatest black stations in America, and went on to work for Fox News, where I'm told apparently blacks aren't supposed to work, but yet you come with this assumption and you go to white privilege.
David,
that's actually insulting.
It is, and I apologize because my people gave me wrong information. They told me
the whole white privilege thing is insulting.
David, can I apologize and correct the record? I want to apologize. I was given wrong information about you, and I apologize.
But based on my color, you were going to something that I was part of, and just to add to it, my family background is white, black, Indian, Arawak, Irish, Scottish. I mean, it's so diverse. I'm like the UN when it comes to this. And this is part of the problem with driving a narrative around a construct like white privilege. Privilege is one thing. We're applied wealth, economy, various social factors, but not necessarily determined by color of skin.
Cooking. Okay, Stephen A. ain't got a, she just got cooked on a, what they call it, what's that thing you got, that smoker? Traeger. She just got cooked on a Traeger with David Webb. Stephen A. got a little pot. He don't even have a Gordon Ramsay appliance. He got something, you buy at Target. When I was first coming up and I was single and I didn't have no money and I went to buy some pots and pans because I need to cook some eggs on it. And the thing, if you burn it long enough, it stick to the pot so you don't got the real stuff. Well, David Webb was cooking with a Traeger and smoking brisket. And Stephen A. Smith's finna have one of those little Walmart pots and cook a little bit. He could have cooked a little more than this, but he did all right.
First of all, Stephen, who are we agreeing? There's a long list of Democrats: Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom, Gretchen Whitmer. The list goes on and on and on. You've named 4 or 5 people. Where is their consensus? You've got to build consensus, and there is not consensus right now. If you pick a white man over Kamala Harris, black women, I can tell you this: we're gonna walk away. We're gonna blow the party up. If you pick the black woman,
where you gonna walk away to, Areva? Where you gonna walk away to? You gonna walk away? You ain't gonna walk away to Trump?
Over Kamala Harris. So where are we getting agreement from on who this ideal Democratic candidate should be? Tell me that. Nobody's told me who it should be. And then tell me how you're going to get the 4,000 delegates, which I am one of them. I'm a delegate coming from California. So who's going to step out? One, tell Joe Biden you got to step aside. Because everybody's not being mature about this process. Joe Biden is not just the president. There's a whole team of people. There's an administration. So if Joe Biden, when he gets reelected, which my prediction is that he will, he brings with him Kamala Harris, the most diverse administration in the history of this country. Y'all need to-
And they have the worst approval rating. These race hustling fools are just nutty to me. If you don't pick, listen, y'all. I just wish that the world could see my videos. That's why y'all need to hit that like button. I wish the world could see my videos. Do you know how I'm gonna let it finish though. You know how incredibly racist it is for people to say, if you pick somebody over a black person, we're gonna blow up the party, we're gonna lead the party. Even if that person is a better candidate than Kamala Harris, she has the highest disapproval rating out of any vice president in modern history. She's the most unlikable vice president ever. She's terrible. She was terrible in California. She's terrible as VP. Nobody know what she's saying, where she's going. She's the fakest person on the internet, and she literally wear knee pads all day because that's the only way her career can go upward. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I call her Kamala Knee Pad Harris. She slept her way to the top. We all know it. Willie Brown said it, not me. He said he slept with that woman and had an affair with her and gave her privileges because he had the affair with her. Willie Brown said it, not Brandon. She had the knee pads on and slept her way up to the top.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
And you saying even though she's not qualified, not good for the party, if you put somebody that's not black over her, or put somebody, that's not black over her, that somehow we're gonna quit the party. Imagine if white people said that, bro. Imagine if white people said, if you put a black person over that white person, we're going to lead a party. That's the most racist thing I ever heard. Anyway, let me let her finish.
To just stay the course. We got more black judges appointed under Joe Biden than anyone, even President Barack Obama.
That is not the point, because we're not, once again, hold on, Areva. We are not.
I don't know anything about sports, but I know you don't give up on your star player in the middle of a game.
Okay, excuse me, time out. Let me explain to you. I can give you a host of examples of when teams have given up on a star player that has gotten a bit too old and beyond his prime. It happens in sports all the time, not just with coaches, but also not just with players, but also with coaches and also with executives. That's absolutely not true.
You tell me why every Democratic primary that has taken place between the time Democratic primary started this year until today, Joe Biden has won those primaries. If all of these Democrats wanted someone other than Joe Biden to be the candidate on the ballot in 2024, they had an opportunity before June of 2024 to make that a reality.
Yeah, because people like you and others are peddling this lie that Joe Biden is cognitively there. And you guys are trying to reassure the base that he's good, everything is great, he's doing well. Yeah, the economy is bad, the polling is off. Yeah, the economy is going up, it's doing well, and people are just anticipating and waiting for all of that stuff to come true. And then right before their eyes, the horror of the truth actually came out. You guys are getting on TV and saying he's totally fine. He's all good. CNN won't play the gaffes. CNN won't cover this. I mean, you know, some of these most mainstream media organizations won't cover some of this stuff. So the people are unaware. That's why people picked him. Y'all didn't give nobody another choice. Nobody else, he ran unopposed. Y'all forced him to be the person and been lying, gaslighting everybody. And now everybody see it and they like, y'all been lying to us this whole time. He didn't just become like this overnight. All the stuff the Republicans been saying has been true.
And I don't know about all those sports figures that's been changed in games. I'm going to take your word for that. But I bet you they weren't almost at the finish line when you decided, let's change them out.
Hey, dummy, you clearly don't watch any sports because I remember when Tua came in for Jalen Hurts in the national championship game. In the middle of the game, their number one player, Tua, wasn't even playing. He probably played in one game the whole season. They started him in the national championship game. He went on to win, won his job. Jalen Hurts transferred. Now, Jalen Hurts is probably a better quarterback in the league than he was. That's in the middle of the national championship game. Remember Caleb? What's that kid name? Spencer Rattler was the starting quarterback at Oklahoma. Caleb Williams came in, I don't know, halftime or something, blew the game out the water. Spencer Rattler had to transfer. Caleb ended up being a number one overall pick. It has happened 1,000 times that in the middle of games, in the middle of seasons, the best player end up getting there and taking over. So I don't want them to put another person there because Joe Biden, I want him to be in there and lose. Hey, ma'am, do some research and have some life experience before you start talking stupid.
Almost at the finish line. We have an opportunity to save this democracy.
Areva,
and I bet you blow up Joe Biden, you might as well give Donald Trump the keys to the White House and let him start ruling the country in August.
Ma'am, hey, I think you prophesied right there. That's a prophecy. Come on, somebody write that down. Come on, somebody. Lady, you dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't do no research. You didn't do no research with David Webb, and you ain't doing no research with Stephen A. Smith. Y'all, what happened was, what happens in the dark comes to light. People that are fraudulent and doing things not in good faith, God will expose you at some point. Donald Trump, in my opinion, with flaws and all, have been acting in good faith, doing the things that he needs to do to be successful and make this country great. And he got caught up in the devil's work. And my prayer for Trump, and I bet his prayer and other people who are praying across the nation for Trump, is that these Democrats fall in the same trap they're trying to set before Trump because they know it's wrong. All of these indictments, where have they gone? Where have they gone? He got indicted 172,000 times. Where are they gone? They're not really hurting the man. They're not really going to take him out. They're backfiring. Fannie Willis getting in trouble. All these people. Jack Smith, they postponed that trial with Jack Smith indefinitely. The Supreme Court ruled in Trump's favor. You can go down the list. All these things are happening because I believe God is saying, look, man, y'all are doing nefarious things against this man. I'm going to vindicate him. That's the word. I'm going to vindicate Donald Trump. And that's why we see all these things happening. This debate, the arrogance of the Democrats. We got a better candidate. We could debate this. Donald Trump ain't this. And now you're getting exposed. It's like the person that never should be starting quarterback, and you put him in there, he loses a couple games, then you have to put the real quarterback in there. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one. Go get you one of these shirts. I'm out.